Alan Langer playing his 28th Origin game, and 3 times only has he captained Queensland. Very proud moment for him, and a very interesting revelation to Daryl Eastlake that this may well be his last State of Origin series. So they make the walk down the tunnel. They'll be greeted by not a capacity crowd, but probably around 39, 40,000. The Queenslanders are there. And shortly they'll break forth to a great reception. Here they are. Billy Harrigan, he's got the job. Probably the most important job here tonight. It's underway. The Harvey Norman State of Origin for 1998. Queensland coming off their own line. Shane Wedke. Kosef has been prominent in defence. Here's Langer, gets a kick, he gets a rebound to try. It's Walters. Kevin Walters has scored.
Yeah, Bill Harrigan will go to the video replay here as to whether Kevin Walters was onside. I don't think there's too many dramas with it. Again, Alan Langer, uncanny ability with the short kicking game to get it in behind the line, somehow get another foot to it. And the chasers, well, they know they're always a chance.
And it's a try. John Gosher is the video referee for this match. He had no problems with it. And Kevin Walters gets the try for Queensland, only his second in 15 matches. He's on debut, and he hits it. The flags are in the air, and Queensland are in the air.
Typical Queensland, isn't it? It looks like all New South Wales, as we see a break from Smith.
Jason Smith has crossed his own 40-metre line and the halfway. Now it's gone out to Renouf. Renouf's running away from Brasher. Brasher makes a dive, but Renouf is away, and he goes in to score. Try number 3 in Origin.
Well, I'll tell you what, there might be a problem here with the New South Wales cover defender taken out by Matt Singh.
New South Wales player chasing the ball carrier. This player deviated his course, took him out of the play, so he couldn't make the tackle.
Okay. You heard it, we're going to take the advantage away from you now. Penalty goes the other way. Silly.
Well, you've heard it. Here's one of the best opportunities New South Wales will get. Daly using Brasher. Brasher puts Wishart into the corner. Wishart is over. New South Wales 6 points to 4 down.
Well, it's a great hit back, and they take advantage of the mistake on the far side of the field, but you've got to say it was a soft try. We've praised the Queensland defence, but they didn't read this well at all. Daly comes across. Let's have a look at the Queensland defence. A simple job for Tim Brasher to draw Matt Singh. Steve Renouf had a couple of plays. He allowed the man to get on the outside of him.
And there goes the kick, but it's just a fraction across the face. Wishart, a bad pass. Johns did well. Daly equal. Then turns it in for Brasher. The flying Tim Brasher is over the 20-metre line. He's going to go there, and he puts it down. Brasher and Daly. Brasher scores the try. Oh, what a beauty.
Well, that's just breathtaking. Firstly, the fingertip control once again of the first 2 receivers, and Tim Brasher explodes onto the football, beats a despairing dive.
20 metres out, and again he's overhooked it. Johns on the last. A cross kick. The jump is on, and it's been battered down. Daly's over the line.
That'll be a try.
Laurie Daly is over the line and is claiming a try.
It's a try, all right. There's no double movement here.
Fancy a green light here. And it's there. A try officially for Laurie Daly. New South Wales leading by 6 points now.
Well, I've got to say, I've seen Laurie Daly play some great games of football, many of them in fact, but for the first half hour, we've seen all the tricks of the trade.
Unsuccessful so far tonight, and it remains that way. Daly is cramping. He's taken Howe. Hit, spin, Tuvey on, Fittler away, Brasher in. 38 out from the Queensland line, and Johns with a shot for field goal. It looks okay. Harrigan, he puts the hand in the air. The Blues will go to half-time, 13-6. Then from Lockyer, the pass looked forward. Langer gets it away. Walters on. Then it goes from Jason Smith to Renouf. Renouf! Oh, Renouf pulled down 2 metres from the line. Kevin Walters trying for the play the ball. Then for Smith, he puts in a grubbing kick. Dean Pay is there. And Dean Pay taken by his Parramatta teammate. Desperate to score next. Langer puts the kick in, his specialty. Oh, McDougall failed to clean up. It's a try for Darren Smith. No hesitation from Bill Howigan. Was it Darren Smith or was it Stephen Price? It was the latter.
Yeah, Stephen Price, he'll be happy about that. So many blue jerseys here willing to cover it up, but Adam McDougall just made a mess of it, lost his footing. And a simple try for Stephen Price. And luck's a fortune.
Oh, they needed this, the Maroons. They're back into it now. Another Langer kick. How many tries have we seen from Langer kicks over the years? That's 2 tonight. And there was 1,000 New South Wales jumpers there. He went too early, made his run too early, and Stephen Price just had to ground it.
And Darren Lockyer gets another simple conversion attempt. And a little hook on it, but it's there. 3 tries to 2. Martin Lang, a short ball for Price. And he's beyond the 40-metre line to the halfway. Menzies had to make the tackle, desperate as it was. Langer puts in a kick. There's a race on. Rashes back there, no mistakes. Aiken and Langer. There's the grubbing kick again. Daly makes a mistake, Langer scores. Langer's over. Well, the grubbing kick from Langer has resulted in 3 Queensland tries.
Well, can you believe it? New South Wales so sure-handed in the first half. The pressure of state of origin football comes out in the simplest ways. And you would say that Laurie Daly, 99 times out of 100, would pick that one up. In this atmosphere, against this enemy, the ball just eluded the grasp and Langer picks up, dives over. Quite incredible.
Now, Lockyer with his most difficult kick of the night. He makes it look so simple. Queensland, 18. New South Wales, 13. This is Origin 1. Carries a big name, a former big name, doesn't he? But Jovi's playing well. McDougall away for Eddinghausen. Across for Johns. And he's over the 40-metre line. Tuvey! Oh, Eddinghausen arrived and a second too late. Now Johns inside for Eddinghausen. Eddinghausen across for Fittler. Fittler on for Daly. Daly comes back, looks back up the centre and is held 12 metres out from the line. 5 tackles. Eddinghausen for Fittler. And they test them again. Up goes Big Sailor. It's come down to McDougall. He gets it away to Howe.
6 again.
Howe gets it away for Fittler. Fittler, he'll go himself. Fittler's over. It's another try for New South Wales. Unbelievable. This is absolutely incredible.
It's an easy game. You just put the kick up and score a try. Wendell Sailor, but it still came out, and McDougall, thinking that it might not be 6 again, got the ball back. Now, as they went to the right-hand side, the New South Wales players on the far side, they're telling Brad Fittler, don't kick it. He gets outside Darren Smith. Smith loses his grasp. Fittler's got every right to put the ball down. Kevin Walters shows his disgust.
What a game. What a great state of origin match this is. Fantastic stuff from McDougall. Desperation from him. Unknowingly, but it was 6 tackles to go. And then Brad Fittler, a good ball from Rodney Howe, doesn't pass it often. That was maybe the most important pass of his career. And Brad Fittler saw the space, went to it, got through the Smith tackle, and got up and over. What a game, Rebby.
Can Andrew Johns raise the flags for the first time? 20 metres out, and this one he's got. He's taken some paint off the upright, but he's got it. 25 metres out from the Blues line. Langer sensing a chance is there again. Lockyer. 10-metre. Carroll will be the dummy half. This is the last tackle for Queensland. into the hands of Langer. Why not? The ball has come to ground and it's Brasher. Brasher's dived on that ball, a loose ball, and I think New South Wales played at it. Lockyer, back to Langer. Now Larson, across for Darren Smith. Able to get it away. Ben Aiken. Tackle number 5 has been made. Menzies again. Langer. Walters. Grubbing kick. Wishart. Clean. Comfortable. Now he's away. Wishart. He's over the 40-metre line. Martin Langer's after him. Matt Singh runs him down.
What about Martin Lang? How did Martin Lang stay with Rod Wishart as the Blues keep the ball alive?
McDougall now. 25 metres away from the Maroons line. Daly with a run of his own. 15 from the line. Johns to the right for Fittler, and then for Brasher. Brasher's looking for number 2. He's pulled down 5 away. Now Fittler away for Johns, back for Fittler. Fittler away for Eddinghausen. Then it's gone to Menzies. He's in to score. Menzies has scored and probably wrapping up Origin 1. Oh, sustained attack. It started with Wishart back on his own goal line, and Menzies has finished it at the other end of the park.
Rod Wishart, like he's going to score here. He's got a front rower chasing him. Martin Lang took ground off him, and that enabled Matt Singh to come from behind because he had to change course. Just look at the sleight of hand and the interplay here between Fittler and Johns. This catch, pass, and all of a sudden something's on out wide just because of the brilliance there. Tremendous work from Eddinghausen again. The fist goes up, it's clenched, and Steve Menzies, he can play like a centre or a winger anytime you want. But this will look absolutely beautiful. This little bit here. Fittler, Johns, tracks 2. Darren Smith comes in. Langer has to come in. And then Andrew Eddinghausen, again with some superb work. He just puts the icing on the cake, puts it on a platter for Steve Menzies.
He hasn't been kicking well. He's only got the 1, and I think he's missed it again. He has.
Might think field goal. I don't think so. Into the in-goal area.
Johns, a little grubbing kick, a rebound. Webke picks it up for Queensland. And Shane Webke will play it inside his own 10-metre line. Walters. The kick and the race is on. It's picked up by Ben Aiken. Aiken pulled down desperately by McDougall. Saylor gets a pass away for Lockyer. Lockyer towards the 30-metre line. Langer comes to Brasher. Gets it away to Walters. Walters gets it away. It's with Darren Smith. Then it's gone away again. And to ground on the 20-metre line is Lockyer. Queensland, they will not lie down. It's with Langer again. He's 15 metres out from the line. Lockyer has put down. Now they're 11 metres out from the line. Langer, a sloppy play the ball. Now it's with Jason Smith. He holds the pass up, and here's Walters getting it away. They're over again. Queensland are in, and the try scorer is Tony Carroll. Well, what a game of rugby league. They're behind by a point, and Lockyer can win the game for them.
Oh, he'll win the game for them. Don't worry about that. This is like State of Origin is just something all I say. Look at Chris Close. It's just brilliant play. Never say die attitude. Lovely interplay once again. Jason Smith. Beautiful ball there, and eventually Tony Carroll. He takes it around towards the post. Sloppy play the ball, as you pointed out, but Alan Langer, he would normally be there taking the first receiver role, but Jason Smith, he sums up the situation. Ball in 2 hands, holds it up. Darren Smith, that's a great pass, and this is a beauty as well. Kevin Wallace, the siren's gone. We've got a kick for Queensland to go 1-0 up.
Great stuff by the Maroons. They never say die, and they've done it again.
They've done it again, you're quite right.
Well, you'd think so. You should pot this one.
Lockyer is just off centre. He should get it. He does get it. And Queensland have won it. Origin 1 has been won by the Maroons. 24-23. You little beauty. What a game of rugby league. match was sold out about 10 days ago as Alan Langer leads the Queensland Maroons from the dressing room, and he will be meeting a reception in stark contrast to the one in Sydney a fortnight ago when he kicked 3 times that ultimately led to tries and State of Origin 1 to Queensland. Daly's on his way. The Blues are behind him, sombre. Well, why wouldn't they be? They aren't leading 1-0 as we come into match 2 in front of a crowd of something like 42,000. John starts. Bill Harrigan's the referee. He was inconspicuous at the first one. The hit is big on Webke. They're 28 metres out from the line. Tallis with his first run. It's quality. Now to the right for Langer. This is where he created the problems. The kick is perfect. Sailor's over. Sailor's in the corner. Unbelievable to say the least.
Well, a perfect start for the Queensland side, and again off the boot of Alan Langer. But it did come from the New South Wales mistake. Jeff Tuvey knocking on in the dummy half area. Wendell Sailor. We'll have a look at that one a little bit later on just to make sure he was onside, but the kick was absolutely perfect. You can see the New South Wales winger about 10 metres in. The little one over the top, just over the head of Adam McDougall. And the one bounced straight into the arms of Wendell Sailor.
Here he is, Wally, from 25 and the touchline. Oh, he couldn't hit it any better. Absolutely beautiful for Darren Lockyer. A 57-metre gain on that tackle, count of 5. And Johns puts it across towards Sailor. The bounce is good for the Blues. McDougall gets it away. Rodney Howe joins in. Daly gives it away. McDougall will score. McDougall has gone in to score for the Blues. What a bounce. What a bounce for the Blues.
Well, you wouldn't believe it, would you? Another try, another Origin try from a kick. It was almost just a speculator from Andrew Johns. Do they stay on side? Yes, they do. And no one wanted to catch the football. A perfect bounce for New South Wales. They probably couldn't get there anyway, Queensland, and the support came from everywhere. A great pass from Laurie Daly found McDougall. So they're back, the Blues.
Good offload there. Rodney Howe, great effort for him to be there. The front rower chasing up. And tremendous vision from Laurie Daly to see that Adam McDougall was in the best position to score the try.
7 metres in from touch and 20 out. Has he got it on tonight? No, it's going to be wide. In this series so far, how many in Sydney was it that led to tries from kicks? Was there? Oh, Harrigan's taken an awful hit. I thought for a moment he'd worn a head on the forehead. In fact, he has. He's open. And let's watch this one unfold. 30-metre line, and Daly takes them on. McGregor didn't quite understand what Daly wanted. Got a flick pass back for Daly. Then an angle for Kosef, who's fresh. Stands and unloads for Tuvey. Tuvey away for Fittler. Fittler gets it out for Menzies. Menzies runs at Sailor. It goes to Terry Hill. Now McDougall. McDougall comes back and across. McDougall gets it away. Harrigan towards the line is stopped by Queensland. Quick play the ball. Tuvey gets it out for Johns. Johns with a wide ball. Kosef gets it down for Daly. Daly for McGregor. McGregor, he's over the line. McGregor's in. New South Wales are in for their second try.
And by far the Blues' best passage of play. The ruck leading up to that, tremendous work, keeping the football alive, something we probably expect more from the Queensland side. The second man pass here, Matt Singh, he nearly came up with a big play, but he just didn't have the strength to stop the ball being passed. This was a good pass from Jeff Tuvey from dummy half because it kept the defence close in on Brad Fittler. 3 defenders going at Fittler. Andrew Johns saw that there was a chance out wide, and Nick Kosef, only just into the game, did a marvellous job to get the ball away despite the attention.
In fact, I think that's the second time Kosef got the ball away in the lead-up. He got a ball off to Tuvey to keep it alive. And McGregor in his 13th Origin scores his 3rd Origin try. He'd buy one if you could sell it to him. He's missed this one too. Well, I'm wondering, and really it's probably an unfair suggestion, will they use Wishart earlier? In 100 minutes of Origin football, And here's a good run by Whitby, still not held. And Fittler comes from behind to wrap him up from one end to the other. Langer chimes in. Walters makes a run through the centre. He's tackled 38 metres from the New South Wales line. 14 is Price. Stevens scored a try on debut in Sydney. Renoff from dummy half puts a kick in. The Blues have got it covered, barring mistakes. Inspiring football at the moment. Now Johns with an incisive run. Johns is into space. They've got him covered now, down on the 20-metre line. Tackle number 5, quick play the ball, Brasher runs 20 metres. Here goes Kosef, McGregor gets his second try. McGregor, he scores New South Wales' third try and his second try, but the referee wants the video. They think they've got it. They think they've nailed it. McGregor, he's confident.
And I think they're right.
And there's the decision.
And another simple conversion coming up.
Well, Andrew Johns, he beat 6 players in that run. 6 missed tackles there and 1 run against Queensland. And McGregor, the fact that he has started has been a big bonus for New South Wales.
More than 6 in front.
This time he's got it more sweetly. It's hooking though. He's got it.
And I was critical of the use of the interchange bench by Tom Rodonicus in the first game, but he's got it right tonight, even after 25 minutes. Starting with McGregor has been a masterstroke. Here's Andrew Johns finding Laurie Daly with some space out wide for that man. McGregor again. Wishart on the outside. Doesn't use him. Good cover.
31 metres away from the Queensland line. Daly indicating the high ball is coming. Slow play the ball. A problem for McGregor. McGregor's waving to the bench. Johns an inside pass for Barnhill. Back for Johns. Johns unloads. Menzies runs. He's inside the 30. He's inside the 20. And Menzies will be forced to play the ball on 5. Away from Wishart. It's gone to Johns. Johns for Daly. There she goes. The bomb right across the park. McDougall's under it. Saylor puts it down. That's offside, is it not? Yes, it's a penalty to New South Wales.
Well, Andrew Johns probably should have put the kick up. A bit of a fracas over there now. The tempers are flaring. Tez is going off. And Bill Harrigan say, go away, Terry.
And so he should. They've got the penalty.
It's come to the youngster. And John sets for the drop goal, misses it. And quick play the ball, they don't come any quicker. McDougall for Johns. And Johns is pulled down. He plays the ball just as quickly. Terry Hill sweeps it away. Fittler throws the dummy and scores! New South Wales are over for number 4. Oh, quick play the balls led to the eventual try.
Yeah, great work there from Brad Fittler. Very similar to the first game, a similar kind of lead. It looked like being at half-time. We see here Brad Fittler taking advantage of the fact one of the Queensland defenders on the outside moved up too quickly. In fact, the man who should have had him, Wayne Bartram, just dropped off completely. In the game of rugby league, the only man who is dangerous is the one who's got the football in his hands. On this occasion, it was Brad Fittler. The defence overread.
He adds the extras. So, let's have a look at the new scoreboard now.
For New South Wales, Paul McGregor has a back problem, but he might have cracked a rib in his back. So there's plenty of problems there. I don't think he'll be back.
Now 5. Johns through the hands for Fittler. Fittler puts up a monstrous bomb. Underneath it is Singh. He makes a mistake. Here's a try coming. Brasher's over. There's New South Wales. They're in for number 5.
Well, what a thing to do to a teammate at club level. Brad Fittler has put up a spiralling bomb over to Matt Singh's wing, who's a very good defender, a very good catcher of the high ball normally, but the pressure of the situation and the ball moving around, he just couldn't get it. He put a pretty good catch on it, and Tim Brasher, Darren Lockyer came up with a fair attempt on him.
He hits it, and this time he's got it again. Joey Johns has got it. The crowd willing them to come back. And who knows, in these jumpers, they may. A kick by Lockyer, another kick by Lockyer. I think he might have got it 3 times on the boot. Johns there to recover. Recoveries that New South Wales failed to make a fortnight ago. Then Hitler for Hill. Hill away from the 10, and a clean break. He's gone outside the 40-metre line. They're going to get him. They got him on the 30. Down the other end of the park.
Great chase.
Fittler there. tries to capitalise on what Terry Hill has done. Brasher's there. Brasher had Eddinghausen with him. Tackled by Renoff. Eddinghausen for Barnhill. Barnhill for Eddinghausen. Eddinghausen for Johns. Johns steps around Webke and is pulled down by Hetherington. Now the last. Daly. Daly, the grubber kick, and Lockyer got back into the field of play.
Excellent work there from Darren Lockyer.
Pay for Johns to kick. Sailor. They let one bounce earlier tonight, a high ball. It cost them. Daly has seemingly made a personal thing of stopping Sailor. Oh, Lockyer's made a mistake. The ball has gone forward, and it'll be another opportunity for the Blues.
And this does not look good. They found a mistake from Lockyer in this occasion. Strong hit from ET. Matty Singh went flying.
Lockyer being assisted from the field, and Matt Singh looks very tender around that calf area.
Taking it away strongly.
I tell you what, he's a dead-set superstar. Look at Johns go.
Here's a big run by Johns down the centre. He's given it to Brasher. Brasher's drifting across to the right of the ground. He's looking for Wishart. The ball goes loose. It's with Eddinghausen. Eddinghausen's pulled down. And the New South Wales player Menzies is very groggy after making the tackle. Langer wide, Aiken, and then Matt Singh. Singh has got one to beat. Beats him, puts it over the line. Queensland are in.
Yeah, it's been coming for a while. You could feel it coming, and maybe it's a good thing for New South Wales. It might snap them out of that little lull that they're in, but you can never write this side off, and here they come. Not good communication on the far side. I think you'll see that Brad Fittler is the man who doesn't read it particularly well here. He goes across when there were players covered already. And Matt Singh, he had a man unmarked in Steve Renoff. Looked like he might have made things a little bit more difficult than it needed to be, and certainly the conversion a touch harder. They just sliced them up here by not communicating as to who should have who out wide. But if the damage is done now and the confidence is up in the opposition, problems.
Well, Ben Aiken has not hit it sweetly. Now Walters back to the centre for Langer. Langer for Walters. Walters for Tallis. And Tallis is... He's walked over the top of Kosef. Pulled down by Tuvey and by Brasher. Tallis, 12 metres out from the line. Walters. Kevin Walters is close. This is the last. Langer, this is where he can hurt you. It's with him now. Langer, long pass over for Larson. Round the corner pass. Langer's there to take it in. Throws the ball. McDougall comes up with it. McDougall miraculously's got the ball. 15 out from the line. And for Langer. Langer runs with the ball. Price couldn't handle. Stacks on the mill. Harrigan has given a penalty to Queensland. They go into the next play with Price. And around the legs is Tuvey on 5. 8 metres out. Where's Langer? It's gone to Walters. A grubbing kick. Johns will try and get it back, but he can't. Great defence by Queensland. They'll get the ball back from the restart.
Oh, they're lifting Queensland, no doubt about it. There's only 10 minutes to go. It's still not impossible they can win this.
Got to get to the centre of the football field so they can attack a particular side. Pick out the weak one.
It's a good drop kick. Here's Martin Lang bringing it back. New South Wales have got to hang on for 10 minutes. Lang is injured.
It'll be a while before we see him back out in the track.
One of the incredible features about this crowd, as we go back to a scrum off a Queensland mistake, they haven't left. Not one of them. You see, they've become accustomed to the fact that this team never knows when it's beaten. They refuse to be beaten. And that's why they're still here.
A good win with the Blues, I suppose.
The crowd counting it out as they normally do. A loose ball from Carroll, a flick from Johns. McDougall tries to get a pass away. The ball has been kicked into touch. And that is full time. Bill Harrigan calls full time. Players from opposition teams helping that opposition to their feet in true sportsmanship after another grueling 80 minutes. Tremendous this atmosphere as the maroon and white balloons are sent skywards. Langer surveys his troops. Queenslander welcome to the Sydney Football Stadium in contrasting fashion. This is special. Nothing's better than this in rugby league. Now Harrigan puts the hand up, blows the whistle. He's been a great contributor to the series, Bill Harrigan. Let's hope he keeps it going. Saylor is the first to get a touch, and Hill goes in with Barnhill and Dimmock. Together with Andrew G, then Daly away for Fittler. Fittler to the air. High, straight down to Saylor. Saylor, oh, he did well. He did very well. I think he lost it for a moment. Now, look at this big winger from Queensland making a spirited run down the left flank.
Well, that was absolutely superb from Wendell Saylor. It was a difficult take. The ball was swirling. He got it well out from his body and then made a great bust. And now Queensland away on the far side with Eichen combining. David Smith.
Flick pass from Jason Smith finds Kevin Walters. Walters is into space. He's going to score. Kevin Walters, he scored the first try here in Origin 1 and he's put it down again in Origin 3. Well, let's go back to Wendell Saylor. How important was his performance?
Well, it set it up, didn't it? Look at the take. It's well away from his body. They're the most difficult. He beat some clutching defenders. The kicker, Brad Fittler, came across to make the tackle. And then Alan Langer saw on the far side that they had a chance. A good quick play of the ball, keeping the ball alive. Some lovely interplay out wide. Ball from Langer. Quick one on from Jason Smith. Benny Eichen. Beautiful pass to Robbie A. Davis. Smith involved again. The flick pass finding Kevin Walters. They all hang off. Laurie Daly falls hook, line and sinker for the dummy. And Kevin Walters finishes off a great move. It's been a quality start, hasn't it? I don't think we've had a mistake so far in this game.
And what a great Origin try. One of the classics, 8 pairs of hands there. The Queensland side, they found some space out wide and utilised it to perfection. A great ball from Jason Smith, and look at the dummy. Here you are, Kevy, over near the sticks.
Darren Lockyer has a 100% record in Origin Series 98 and he keeps it intact. 35 metres away from the Blues line. This is the last. Langer to the air. He's looking out there for O'Davis and Eichen. The jump is on. The bounce was there. Eichen bats it down. Langer ran around behind Jason Smith. Somehow or other he got a kick in. Brasher's got a shadow over it, but he has to put it over the dead ball line. Great work by Langer.
And they've got a penalty out of it, New South Wales. Inside the 10, he is saying, Bill Harrigan. Probably from the last kick.
Queensland hanging on in defence as long as they can. They weren't happy in Brisbane with Harrigan's rulings there. Now Hill on the extreme right of the ground. Wishart goes away from the touchline. He gives a handoff to Dimmock and Dimmock will take the tackle. Saying to Wishart, thanks very much for nothing. 5 tackles gone. Long ball for Andrew. He kicks to the other side of the ground. Brasher's underneath it. The bat down has come off Brasher. Jason Smith has cleaned up, but they got no advantage. And he will turn it over and give it to Queensland, back on their own 10-metre line. They're just outside the 10-metre line. Andrew Johns tries to step and beat them himself, but Webke showing great reflexes. Now Fittler's into the line, gets the pass away. The Blues can't get it over the line. They take the corner post, Terry Hill. Back to the 20 for the restart. Great defence by the Maroons.
It was great defence, but they're really going to have to clean up that defence. That's a couple of times now Wendell Saylor's come in off his wing, left his winger unmarked.
So Blues coming away from their 10. Half a chance here. Fittler putting it down for Ken McGuinness. McGuinness on at the 25th minute. Kearns, Barnhill, G the tackler. New South Wales from the scrum have improved the ball down to the Queensland 40-metre line. Fittler made a half break. Now Andrew Johns spirals clear of the tackle. Kearns, then Johns, second bounce for Barnhill. A dummy then, and away goes Barnhill to the 20-metre line on 5. Dummy half, Matthew Johns runs a blindside. We've seen a Johns do that before. Lockie is in the in-goal, putting the shadow across it. Doing quite a bit of dummy half work. Tallis is through. He brushed away one of the defenders. And here's Ben Eichen. He's into big space and he'll score. Aiken gets the second try for Queensland. Oh, Gordon, tell us. He looked like he was swatting flies.
He went straight through David Barnhill, and not many players do that, but Gordon Tallis, back to his destructive best, drives forward, straight through Barnhill. Looks like he's covered by plenty of players. In fact, two get involved there, and he just gets the right arm free. Benny Aiken, he puts the arm up, and he's still 25 metres out. He knew he was under the posts. Again, Gordon Tallis proving the most destructive one-on-one when taking the ball forward. Beautiful offload. When he got through the line, the conversion is successful. He had to be stopped.
And Price, Fittler, steps off his left foot. 3 metres from the line. Dimmock, Andrew Johns, drifting across. And then for Terry Hill, Ken McGuinness. Ken McGuinness is over. Kenny McGuinness is over. He didn't get a run in Origin 1. It took them 25 minutes to put him on in Origin 3. And the Western Suburbs three-quarter has scored for the Blues.
And isn't it great to see Ken McGuinness get a try at Origin? Terry Hill inside, he frees it there. You can see that these players have taken a fair while to come across. That enables the try scorer to get him through that hole. And as play continues, he still had a bit to do, but the momentum...
Hits it, and he's pushed it out to the right again. 12 metres out from the Queensland line. Can they score again? Daly runs at them, tries to bust through between Aiken and Darren Smith, is it, or is it Price? It's Darren Smith. This is the last, and now it's away from Fittler. Fittler and Andrew Johns, they're the key men. They roll it in, Sailor's on top of it, and he put it over the dead ball line. Or did he indicate that it's come off the Blues and not Sailor? He's taking them out to the 20.
That's a dud call, and a very important one at a crucial stage.
Goddard blocking down the centre with Andrew G that time. Taylor, short ball, Andrew Johns, then Daly. Now McGuinness into the back line again for McDougall. Took Matt Singh on the far side, and Singh won the battle eventually. Andrew Johns as they come back, Fittler back, Johns is there to support, out wide for Butterfield, Butterfield for Terry Hill, Hill wants Richard inside, Sailor puts him down. Now they're 12 metres out on 5, the Blues, away from Andrew Johns, picking up Brad Fittler, Fittler away for Laurie Daly, Daly for Brasher, Brasher's tackle, that's the turnover.
Great tackle, Jason Smith again.
Back on their 40-metre line. Walters, away from Daly, puts the kick, down to McDougall on the feet, McDougall has to go hard to get it.
It's not
now he's out, McDougall, is he? I fancy there's a knock-on in there anyway.
Yeah, he's knocked on, he's knocked out.
Laurie Daly and Robbie O'Davis very slow to their feet as well. He went to try and catch it on the full, then pulled out. It hit him, so every Queensland chaser is onside. Very brave to dive in front of Ben Aiken. And McDougall leaves the field.
Memorable one of the game was between O'Davis and McDougall before McDougall was taken off injured. Queensland then. Oh, Shane Webke! He ducks under a coat hanger. He goes down and is taken by Brasher. Gets it back to Langer. Langer for O'Davis. O'Davis weaving and tackled 15 out from the Blues line. A chance for Queensland. They mount another attack. Langer, inside ball from Aiken. Aiken on 5. Langer drifting off to the right. Tallis is behind him. It's Langer. Puts a grubbing kick in. Oh, Tim Brasher. Darren Smith, Ben Aiken, Alan Langer. Now the pass goes wide. Benoff couldn't take it. Sailor's got it. Sailor away from one. Tries to shrug away from another, but succumbs to Daly. Then Goddard, now Langer. Langer kicks, and it's taken by Andrew Johns. And a ring of defence around him.
Well, a great defence there by New South Wales. But gee, it's burned up some petrol, all that defence. They are nearly out on their feet.
This should be 5. And it's a handoff for Langer to scurry through. And then he picks up Goddard. Goddard with a weaving run, ending 15 away from the Blues line. And now it's gone across for Ben Aiken. Aiken looking around over that left shoulder. 5 gone now. It's come away from Andrew G for Alan Langer. Langer will score. Langer scores and probably seals the series. continue.
And it's smile all round in the Queensland camp, and rightly so. That wraps it up. We've got 15 to go, and they're not playing well enough, the Blues, to get back in. Queensland, well, Alan Langer, he's just dazzled everybody there, stepped through, beat 4 defenders, and I don't think they've got a touch on him. Don't think it is.
So the conversion off the boot of Robbie O'Davis successful. Queensland now by 14 points. Wishart is off. That left eye has closed.
If you thought the news was bad from New South Wales at the moment, it's about to get worse as Andrew Johns puts pressure on Barnhill. Brad Fittler's knee is just about gone. He might be coming off as well for the rest of the match.
Fittler leaving the park. Just while Peter was talking, what about the athleticism of David Barnhill? Menzies works with McDougall. Then Andrew Johns. Lashes with him, he cuts him out. Daly catch and pass. On the bounce for Hill. O'Davis across to cover. Fittler for the bomb. Across the park, straight. Oh, Singh's put it down. Menzies looks at the corner, gets it for Brasher for Furner. Furner to McDougall. McDougall for Brasher. Brasher goes back for the corner, and he's put away. Butterfield. McDougall. 2 metres from the line. Butterfield again. Dean Pay. Then David Furner. Matthew John. Andrew to the 10. Held it back as long as he could. Daly. Hill. McGuinness. McGuinness back for Hill. Back for Daly. Along the ground. Second bounce for Lazarus. And Big Lazo goes to ground. 2 metres from the line. Pay. Fittler. Across for Daly. Daly. Floats it. Finds Furner. Furner. Offloads for Butterfield. And Butterfield will play the ball. The Maroons desperately tackling. Preserving their line. Fittler goes to the air. It's a high kick. Sailors underneath it. And will take it out to the 20. G. Ryan, Way, and Andrew Johns gets there first for New South Wales. Fittler, Brasher's with him, Brasher's still with him, and Brasher's put the pass down. Sailor comes away, beats Andrew Johns, then Smith angles back in, gets it away for Goddard. Goddard's inside the 40. Inroads being made by both sides. Right now it's Queensland's turn. Walters. Singh. Webke. Pulled down by Lazarus on the 20. Centre of the ground. Now for Peter Ryan. Furner's there. Just over 1 minute of the game remaining. Queensland have won the series. Langer begging for support. Goddard is there. Goddard takes it to ground. G. Back for a drop goal. And it's Jason Smith. A further point goes on the Queensland total. 19-4. Walters with a kick. Sailor was onside. Brasher taken by Sailor. We must be very close to the last play. Bill Harrigan calls time. So 3 matches behind us. Total rugby league entertainment. The mighty Queenslanders, as the sign says, have won the Origin in 1998.